Ooh. What's going on, guys? So remove that. All right, that seems to be working fine. All right, we are live. What's happening, guys? What's up, Snicker? Welcome, buddy. Yo, yo, yo. How's it going? I'm just starting out. What's up, Oasis? Welcome. How you guys doing? What? You're still in bed? Hey, it's because you sleep late, don't you? Yes, sir. Pretty chill. Nice. I like that. I like that. Be neutral. That's when you're going to be able to take it as it is, right? Just react to price action. I like that. I like it. Nice one, buddy. Good job. She slept at 3 a.m. What time is it there? 9? That's kind of... Your mind requires some rest, buddy. Anyways, I'm just gonna go through what I traded yesterday and left you with without the update on it. So 2 trades that I was still in. One was Fro. Fro, basically, I had to take everything off around the 1340s, somewhere there. I think somewhere there, yeah. I took everything off 1340s. It was a decent trade. Didn't really sort of take any partials, just took everything off because I couldn't watch it. Later on, during midday, my alert starts to kick in at 1350s, and then I just took it off. So this was a good one, but it required a lot of patience. And as you can see, my stop was on break even. And I just left that stock on break even for a long time. Didn't even move it to here to there. When I decided to move it, it was already making and closing above the EMA. So I decided to take it out. So that was the update from Fro. That's the. Let me just clear that. That was a decent trade, which got me back slightly. Not a bad day yesterday. However, SHC played around a lot. Again, SHC just took me out for another loser. As you can see, I waited for it a long time. And this one, it just spikes me out. And this is where I entered again, where volume was picking up a little bit, and it just never... In hindsight, I should have exited here. I felt like I wanted to exit it, but this one had a good fundamental catalyst behind it. So I wanted to give it as much chance as I could for it to, just in case if we had that second day continuation, which usually could be really big. So that's why I risked the second trade, and then it took me out as well. So pretty much, the result for the yesterday is still red, obviously not big red, thanks to Fro. Lipo is one I wanted to show as well. This is what I kept on saying. This is all day drifter, all day drifter. The issue with this one was we did take it quite a few times, and it just was choppy before it moved. You know, before it decided to move, it just got so choppy. I thought this move finally actually gonna start it. Usually these kind of moves that takes out the lows usually starts the real move to the drift down, all the way fade down. But it doesn't happen, so it shanks us out on a small loser, I believe. Maybe 1 hour loser there, yeah. And then just carries on. And this is why I take these stocks, because once you catch these things, look at the potential reward that you're gonna get from these. That's your stop there, and that's your potential reward. So yeah. When did I exit Fro? When did I exit? Midday somewhere, about 2 p.m. I think, around 1:30, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, it's it wasn't moving as fast as I would have liked it to. This one was much better when it started to move. It was a much faster move. Fro was a bit boring, although there was a really decent trade on it, but my exit was here, I think. I believe on the break of this swing high. Let me show you. Could have left it in hindsight, could have left it following the 200 EMA, but the exit was here 13. I can't complain. This had, you know, had decent size on it, so it's fine. All the way went to 13.15s. I kind of was hoping that it would go all the way to 13, this area, 13.15s. This was my ultimate target, but I just couldn't hold it. It was just so slow. So, yeah. Anywho. So let's get back to business now. What are we looking at? Okay, let's look at what we're gonna keep on the watch. Bior I'm gonna keep just in case if it decides to create some range. Yesterday it was just very strange price action. Initially it wanted to fade off, fills the gap, goes green to red briefly, does a nice little reversal pattern, and then look at the volume just picks up, and then that's it. After that, it just didn't go back to even attempt to go low. It just stays hovered around the VWAP. So now today is gapping down, so potentially maybe shorting opportunities on this one. Gapping down with this slight extension. So yeah, it's not slight actually. It's from 2 all the way to 7s, so it's quite a bit of extension. BWEN is also one of the big main catalyst ones. Again, this one also really stops us out along the way. But it gave us a nice trade there. But this whole area, this was a trap from both sides. I don't know what happened there. There could have been big orders that needed to fill, so they basically trapped both sides. Liquidity was there on the stops. Liquidity was here as well for the stops for the longs. So they hunted both of them and got all the orders filled, and then it does what it was supposed to do, which was to just climb higher and higher. Really difficult price action to trade. This was difficult because I just didn't have that follow through, as you would think that this was. I actually took a short on it here, right there, right? Took a short on it here, and then as it started to bounce, I actually exited it on break even straight away, because I shouldn't do that, especially with the move like that. So I've realized that this move was actually a trap for both sides to hunt those liquidity. Big orders needs to be filled in, so they had to. I mean, we are talking about 1.4 million volume there, just on that spike. and it never reached that unless it was the open of these ones. So yeah, that's why I exited it, and I was done with it. Now today we can keep it because it's a very strong stock. As you can see, it's gone from 222s all the way to the highs of fives, and then it closed eventually at 450s. Huge, right? Over 100% move now. We might see some continuation coming in. There is a decent catalyst on it, by the way, but I don't expect a clean move on this one. It's probably gonna get even more choppier. Like, look at this. Just, yes, it did actually move decent, but it's just so difficult to trade these chops. But I'll still keep it on the side just in case if it starts to move. FUTU I'm keeping. I want to remove this from the watch list because it's just stopped, it's slowed down. I'm just keeping it just in case if it starts to actually starts to reject from that 50. I'm just watching that 50 level, and if it does actually start to reject, I could take some shorting opportunities on it. Although I'll be careful with the shorts on this one, as I said yesterday as well. But 50 is a massive level. I want to see what it does around that area. Fro I think is probably done. I kept it because I wanted to show you what happened on this stock. That's pretty much it. And let's delete that. Let's delete Fro from the watch list. And Lipo as well is done. As you can see, it's completely done. It gaps up and then fills the gap. This is what I meant by all-day drifter. All-day drifter. Or all-day fader is much more suitable. So now, let's look into our today's list. What are you guys watching? Tell me. What are you guys watching? Let's look at the gappers. Y10 is gapping. Y10 is gapping. Kern. Y10 gaps. Sign the immunity evaluate establishment of partnership supply. Of fees of oil. I just don't get it, but there is a news to it. It's not just a normal phase 1 phase 2 thing for biotech equivalent of the bad news. So this one at least has some news. Y10. Let's have a look at the other ones. Okay, so it's already looking like it wants to fail, but I'll keep it just in case. Y10 yield, and then we have our Expon. Also Expon, nah, it's just no. It's already drifted down. Volume is not that good as well on this. MMV. Usually this thing has a very bad volume, very bad. We're talking on average of what, 2 million, which is nothing for a $2 stock. Even 20 million for these stocks are no. So just leave it alone. So gappers are not looking that great. BBBY yesterday I was looking at this. It kind of is moving. It looks like a massive dead cat bounce. This is interesting. Earnings 2.3, loss 2.35 per share loss, and then actual is minus 4.3. That's not a good one. So the earnings is not good. Something else must be happening on this one. So it's just since the earnings, it's just, which was bad, it just keeps on creeping up. Just keeps on creeping up. It hit a bit better than beyond. So 1.6 all the way to 3.6. Huge run. 100% over 100% move. And today is gapping up as well. So this is interesting. I don't want to go long on it, to be honest. I would like to go long because there's something that's up with this. Anybody knows what news is driving this thing? Ahead of key inflation report. By the way, there is a key CPI report as well today. Just be careful, yeah. If you do trade pre-market, you want to be making sure that you don't trade around these economic releases, CPIs, FOMCs, and all that. So just be mindful of that. I think it's 8:30. So once that's done, we are good to go. Yeah, core CPI over year. CPI excluding shelter. All of these initial jobless claims as well. 8:30. Can you all the jobless claims to 8:30? So big ones on 8:30, 8:45. President Patrick Harker speaks. Okay, well, President James. All right, so there's a lot of people speaking today, but the main one basically finishes at 8:30, which is in about 20 minutes. So it'll be interesting to see what it does, especially SPY. The market is going to react to the CPI releases, CPI numbers. So, okay. Meme stocks. No, it's not silk. It's not cold. It's not cold. It's just my hair is wet. Just took a shower earlier. And it's just, yeah, it's wet. So I just don't want to be looking like a lunatic on the stream, right? CVNA. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah. CVNA, didn't I have this? Weren't we watching this lately? So it's a kind of it could be a dead cat bounce or it could be a reversal. For me, it seems like a dead cat bounce. What is the result? There's a lot of calls on this one. Carvana. Is this an EV, right? So EV, I bet it's following by, it's a team move, right? It doesn't seem like it, no. CVNA. We'll keep that because it looks interesting. Nvidia, we'll check Nvidia in a minute. Just. Yeah, I don't have good hats to wear. I like these, man. It covers the whole hair. They're good. It's not very thick. It's very thin actually. So I'm okay with that. So let's what's happened to this? GME is bouncing, yeah. AMC, yeah. Meme stocks. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. CVNA's car hire place? Could be. I don't know them. That's why I was asking. What do they do? Bed Bath & Beyond warned of bankruptcy, and then its stock soared about 166%. There's something that we don't know with that BBBY. So I think it might be good to just keep an eye on that BBBY. I'm not trading it. I would like to know what happened. I would really like to know, because this bounce shouldn't happen on this one. They're almost gone, right? This thing was huge. Like, well, a few years ago, this was trading like big double digits. And same as go Nikola. Nikola, I remember Nikola trading every single day. Nikola was really good for me. I remember trading this thing every single day. Where was it? Right there, okay. So this thing goes ballistic, right? It goes from 10s, 15s, all the way to 90s within like less than a month, right? 90s, and then a huge rejection comes in. This is where the reality comes out of the CEO being a really shady character, right? And it just collapses from then onwards. And every time it bounced, I shorted it next day or that day if I had the chance. And it was really, these were big moves, man. These days we're talking, the moves were like, let's say 65s all the way to 55s. $10 move. This is almost $15. So it's huge. It was really good. So now it's dead completely. And even though somebody might take over, a decent person might take over, and there might be decent news on it, people are not going to buy it unless they really research it. So I remember that. Nvidia, let's have a look at Nvidia. NVDA. Nvidia is gapping up nicely. Nvidia is one of those that has a relative strength compared to the market. It's already gapping up. Market is also gapping up, by the way. It's trading at 397, so this basically is probably because of the market gap, and it's looking good. Yeah, it's got a nice little market look. Look at this, guys, same look as the market. And Snicker asked me, why is it important to watch SPY? Look at this price action and look at SPY's price action. Do you see something? Right? So yeah, SPY definitely plays a big role on these big names. You always want to have a little chart of SPY on your main area where you're looking at main setup, on the top or at the bottom, a small little, I would say tiny half of this, make it a SPY's chart and keep looking at it. I have it always here, guys. Look at this on my main on my little grid charts. This never changes. The SPY is always there. The rest changes, Tesla, Apple, and these are all like, you know, watch lists, but SPY never changes. AMD, let's have a look at AMD. AMD is similar to Nvidia. It's basically gapping up and it continues to stay strong because the SPY is going like that. It's just gapping up strongly. So are we expecting good numbers on CPI? Maybe. This is the pessimistic move before the release. It's about 6 minutes, we'll find out. So just wait up. There's no need to rush it because at this point, even if you create levels, it's not going to be respect. That's why I was mentioning, you don't want to be trading pre-market if you don't know what you're doing at all. Don't trade these big names. Big names will destroy levels like it's nothing on pre-market because it's low volume, so the levels don't get respected at all. It's just complete slaughter fest. So yeah, that's why you don't want to. But there are other ways to obviously trade the pre-market. Usually it's the gappers you want to be trading. If something gaps up with really decent catalyst and it's really sort of going for momentum, then you can chase that momentum Usually breakout traders do that. Zell's style is like that. That's why Zell trades small caps, not large caps. Yeah, I was mentioning, guys, I've been mentioning this as well on SPY. Just be careful. I've got my levels. This is my trend line that's in line with 400. The trend line is with 400. 200 SMA might be here. 200 EMA is here. So this area, this zone you see, after 398, right? After 398, all the way to 400s is going to be a struggle to get over. And now if it does take that 400s, then it might look good for SPY and the market. But let me just bring up my other charts, no other watch lists. Just finish my watch list in a minute. BBY we put, BWN we put, BR we put, AMV we're gonna put in a minute, and Lays. AMV. Okay, AMV basically had a huge run yesterday from 2s to 20s all the way to 11s, right? Why the hell did it move like that? Here's jumped on Wednesday after the company reached 2 gigawatt hour per hour. 2 gigawatt worth of battery capacity in the form of customer demand. Okay, so that's a decent, I would say decent, okay catalyst. So that's not too bad actually. There's a decent catalyst on it. So they've achieved something that customers are happy with. So decent, I'll say. Decent cat. Okay. So this one we could definitely put it in our watch list, possibly for the second day continuation. So let's put that and then we have our Lays. Lays was really decent move. It did. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. And yeah, as you can see, beautiful area. You just cannot ignore. This is just pure cleanliness. Okay, let's go into this now. So something that is gapped up. Okay, here's the thing. Something that gaps up with decent catalyst, right? And it reclaims the VWAP and it just hovers around VWAP, but with a tight consolidation. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Right? Beautiful. Gets tighter and tighter and tighter. Guess what? Volume is going to come in when it starts to break this. This is very typical. Look at the first candle that breaks it. Look at the volume. And look at this volume. Look at that volume. Right? That's your confirmation basically. Once it breaks with that volume, you've got to take that if you are taking breakout of patterns. So this, I usually do that for longs a lot. Flag breakouts, pennant breakouts, ascending, descending triangles, all of that jazz. So if you took here massive profit on it. And yeah, it just carried on. And then this pullback yesterday, I was expecting this kind of pullback on BWEN. It didn't happen, but usually these are the type of, there it goes. There goes SPY, CPI report. There goes SPY. This is why you need to know what economics, what big numbers are being released today if you're going to be trading pre-market. This is just look what I'm talking about, guys. Look what I'm talking about. It went from 398.50s. Look at this area that I mentioned from 398s to 4. Goes inside the level zone. It's a massive zone though. Just drops completely. So what is the report? Pretty sure it's bad. Yeah, I don't need to look at the report. Pretty sure it's bad. Look at that thing. Look at that chop. So looking good. Yeah, it did drop quite a bit. I think this can drop more. It could. Yeah, jobless claims are not bad. It's just the CPI. It's kind of there's a really nice opportunity right here. It's not that bad though. The numbers are not that bad. Why is it? I mean, the numbers are not that bad. So it's reclaiming, which is understandable. It's reclaiming the yesterday's close, which is kind of understandable. So yeah, it's not that this happens anyway. This spike does happen. I think it's because there's a lot of options. People take a lot of risks by actually, going naked calls or puts options on these. So it could be that, or it could be a lot of sale going through in that moment. News trading, basically. A lot of people do news trading, especially on these big economic releases. Yeah, it's not. I don't see any massive difference on the CPI. Anywho, okay, we got that. CPI is done. It's reclaimed back. This is good. Good sign for SPY, by the way, guys. This is good sign for markets. I think if it does hold like this, we have. I think this might have some follow through, guys, in the next coming weeks or so. So I'm thinking, guys, as before. You know, this one I mentioned that this was the low for the year or so. Forget about that one. I think this might be the low now. Now, it's too early to call. Yes, too early to call. We might have to wait 2 days. In fact, Monday, I can probably analyze this better on Monday by seeing today and tomorrow's price action. Friday could be a big one as well. This big deciding day. So if that's the case, then yeah, those people who come into the stock market to invest might be might be time for that. Tesla, RIV, and UAL. Dude, UAL. What's happened to UAL? United Airlines. So it went from 38 to 48. Okay, well, that usually they don't move like that usually, but it did. So I might have to short this thing. 48.85. 50 is a better area. They don't move a lot. I'm not gonna put it on watch list, but that's a good shorting opportunity on UAL, by the way, if anybody is interested. Lucid is picking up. Poor Lucid, what happened to it? AMV. I did put AMV, didn't I? Yeah, I did put AMV. LU, Tilray, AFRM, plug, all of that jazz. Paradise, BBBY, BWEN, BR, AMV, and LACE, yeah? Yeah. Not happening. Mara, Riot, FRO could be. I took it off, but it's you could keep it if, especially James, if you're looking at FRO, you could keep it because the daily is there, right? We talked about this type of daily, right? So for a possible continuation to the downside. But I just worried about yesterday's price action was very slow. And if yesterday's was slow, today's going to be even slower. So that's why I took it off. That is pretty much it. INMD. No, I'm not even looking at that. Okay. Yeah, you could, because the daily is beautiful, but it's just that intraday, isn't it? But you never know, But from the Paradise scanner, we've got BR, BWEN, and I believe BBBY, I think. So they might produce some decent moves, but I would be a little bit careful with BWEN and the Bior. They both have decent catalyst for this move up, I believe. No, Bior doesn't. Bior doesn't have. So Bior could be possible shorting opportunity. Yeah, this doesn't have a catalyst. What about Bior? BIOR. Can't trade that either. BBAI. BBAI is moving. Oh, BBAI. Ooh, this looks interesting. I'll put it on the list. So why is this moving? Oh, there's a 900 million US Air Force contract. Is this a military? No, I'm not going to trade this, guys. Anything that's to do with military or military contracts, I'm not trading it. No. BBAI, if you want, you can trade it, but I'm going to remove it from the list, guys. They sell... No, I don't trade those things. F them. Y10. Y10 I have already. I'll come back to that, why I was excited about that BBAI. Why was I excited about that gap? Because it's got a very strong catalyst, very accurate and guaranteed, almost guaranteed catalyst. So these will move, guys. These usually move. I wish it was some other company other than, you know. Prepare the AI order 900 million. Yeah. If it wasn't that, then yeah, it looks really good. Break of 3 is gonna just bring this more and more. This one is gonna pull back and it's gonna bring more buyers in. So this one will have a trending day, a strong trending day, as long as that news doesn't really sort of change, which it shouldn't, right? So this is what I mean by strong catalyst. It's a guaranteed income or guaranteed cash for them, right? For the company that's trading at $1. And these things can go way beyond 3, 4, 5 and could stretch out to double digits even for the next few days. So yeah, best of luck if you're gonna trade that. Yeah. There's a lot of shorting opportunities there, but longs are also there. These BWEN, these have good catalyst behind them. BWEN, and we had the other one. BWN. Which one? Which else was there? There's a few others. SPY is still basically within this area where, you know, the range happened. It's a massive range though. 398.50s all the way to 392s. That is like $6. Is the stream okay, guys? Can you hear me well? Okay, cool. Okay, BR. Let's have a look at BR. When it does move, okay. 2 days in a row. That's the third day. Gapping down. 6 area. 7 is better. 7 is even better. 7 levels, much better. Although 6 level is right now is acting as resistance, obviously. So if it stays under 6, we could definitely see this thing fade off, and it has quite a bit of potential. But we've got a gap down. Yeah, this has potential. You could look into this for sure, James. By the way, you know your MacBook, that indicator is not going to work for you. Uzi scanner. It's not going to work for you. It doesn't work on the Mac, unfortunately. Yeah, it doesn't work. I've inquired about it. Yeah, Uzis, you have to basically, you don't need kind of scanners. Well, you kind of need to scan though. Yeah, you need the scanner. It makes it easy, but you can look for the top gainers. You can look. You can basically click through the top gainers, and then you'll find those. Especially if you have 15 minutes open, or even half an hour time frame open. You just need to look at it, and then go to your 1 minute or 2 minutes for the entry. If that's an issue, then we'll have to add another setup for you, James. We'll have to add another setup. Yeah, TradingView, you can do it. Yeah, TradingView. If you ever go for real-time data on TradingView, definitely I can get you the scanner for TradingView. All I need to do is, I think it's just, you just transfer it over or export it to TradingView. I'll find a way. Anyways, guys, I'm just gonna. Why am I yawning, man? What the hell? I didn't have my coffee. I just. Yeah. Black Friday deals are awesome. That's why I always wait for that, for the TradeViz, all of those things. For example, the website and everything, all Black Friday. Yearly, that's it. No monthly, yearly. Look okay? We look okay? Anyways, let me grab some drink, guys. I'll be back in 2.
Coming to me.
All right, guys. I is back. What did I miss? Let's have a look at the gappers. Where is this gapper? So okay. SPY again, as I said, this is a good thing that rebounded and reclaimed the VWAP. Now is flying towards that 398. So as we mentioned, 398 all the way to 400 is a big support, resistance zone. So is this gonna have massive strength and volume behind it to push through that today? It might, because the CPI, everybody was waiting for CPI. Once people were just taking, as long as it wasn't the worst news or worst numbers on it, they're happy with it, right? So this is driving that the market's so strong at this point. 398 got hit again, and then rejection coming in. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what SPY does. For me, I don't have anything very special today to be saying, oh, you know what, guys, I'm going to be trading and I'm going to be keeping an eye on this one. I just don't. I wish I had. But these are the days that brings unexpected moves on certain things, and that becomes a really, really decent trade. So I'm not gonna judge the day by what it looks like at this point, but I'll bear that in mind that watch list is not the greatest. Not something that I'm excited about. So let's put our watch list here. There's the watch list, guys. BBBY, AMV, BIOR, BWEN, FUTU. YTEN is a gapper. CVNA is a gapper. If you're going to trade BBAI, I didn't put it because I'm not trading it. BBAI is also as a decent gapper. That's that. There's so many, but then there's not many that I am interested. Let me go back to it, +5. So if I bring +5, BBBY, we already put right. Amazon, if anybody wants to trade Amazon. BWEN, we put. BIOR, we put. AMC is just, I don't trust these bounces. It's just dead cat bounces, optimistic bounces basically. Lucid, I don't know. AMV, I put. CVNA is also, again, you can keep it. You know, the volume goes, volume is not bad actually on CVNA. LU and everything else is just, I don't like the dailies on it. It's just seems like a dead cat bounce, and it goes down, volume goes down. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is one of the scanners that we use. So we have on this, most of our watch list came from there, BBBY. You can keep Amazon as well, but I don't like to trade. I do sometimes, but I'll choose something else depending on the relative strength. Amazon has got a nice daily. BWN, we already have the watch list. On the watch list, BIOR already on watch. AMC, not too sure. Meme stock, not too sure. LCID, it looks good, but yeah, not really something that I trade. The daily doesn't look that great. AMV already put. CVNA, maybe you could put this one, but not too crazy. Tilray, nothing. AFRM, nothing. Plug is bouncing, yes, but the volume is dying down now. Yeah, Plug could be something interesting for possible shorting opportunities, maybe. LASE, I looked at it, but it just didn't tickle my fancy. IQ, ooh, very decent move, IQ. Peloton as well as that. Now the volume goes down. I don't tend to look at anything that's less than 20 million volume or 18 right here. So I'll cut it off after this, after lays. I will not look at these, if that makes sense to you guys. So most of it, yes, came from there. And also the momentum scanners, as you can see right there. This is our momentum scanner. So most of the from the watch list, as you can see, compare it, almost all of them are here. Can you see? All of them. So all you need is one scanner. All you need is one scanner to look what's moving and what's in play. Yeah, well, if you can't find it, just watch SPY what it does. Here's the thing. If SPY starts to struggle here, which already is on this zone, okay? 390, 650 is a good level. No, that's way beyond that. Okay, so 398, 398, 399. Okay, let's not call it 398. Let's call it 399 to 400s. 399 to 400s is a big level on SPY. Now, what do you do with it? Well, watch what it does around this level if it does go there, right? If it starts to reject from there, then, you know, your other stock that you're watching, big names. Let's look at the big names, okay? Let me just bring up the big names. Okay, so we've got our Tesla. Tesla, as you can see, is kind of relatively weak compared to SPY. SPY is hitting the high of day. Tesla isn't hitting high of day, so that means it's weaker. Now, if you're going to be taking short, you want to be shorting relatively weak stock, right? So you want to find relatively weak stock. Amazon is not relatively weak. Daily looks good. Intraday looks good. So you don't want to be shorting that guy. And so as Apple, you don't want to be shorting that. You want to short something that's weak if you think SPY is going to reject from a certain level, right? AMD, Nvidia, they were all strong. We'll find one for you. I'll give you an example. I gave you an example on Tesla, which was kind of decent, but there might be more better examples. I mean, for example, this one is not a massive one, but Disney definitely is not going anywhere. This is different though. Yeah. So yeah, I think the only thing I see is Tesla that is relatively weak. Don't you trade IWM? You do, right? You trade IWM, then you know, IWM, once SPY is on that level, this is going to be on that level as well. As you can see, same price action, right? So over here, IWM is 184.20s, this level on 200 EMA, and then daily levels, not huge level, but if SPY is going to reject from there, then IWM tends to reject from there as well. So you always have to keep an eye on SPY if you're going to be trading. So for what I know, from what I know, how you trade, you always trade the large caps or the ETFs. For that, it is imperative. Like, there's no question about it that you should not have a SPY on your main setup. You should always have SPY, 5-minute SPY around the corner of your eyes, so you can always keep track of the levels on SPY. Even if you're trading something else, big caps, large caps, even if you're in a trade, you will need that. Why? Because to take profits and things like that, you will need SPY's levels. Because if SPY starts to stop running, then everything else tends to respect that. Okay, I'm not saying always. Sometimes SPY might be slower, but usually SPY is the one that's gonna create the reversal or make a first move. Usually, just take that with a grain of salt. Oh, Lucid, what's going on with it? Ooh, Lucid. Ah. Oh, so it's actually exceeding annual guidance. So this is also a good catalyst, by the way. So it's recently gapping up. I'm going to put this on a gapper, guys. Lucid. So basically what they have done is, well, earnings gets released soon after earnings or the same day. There's a guidance. Okay, so they say, okay, well, sometimes they can say, yes, our earnings beat the numbers, but for the next year we're expecting slow market. They can say that, right? So that's guidance. If they beat the guidance, sometimes it could be even better than earnings beat, right? Because guidance is always there, always trying to sort of amp the numbers, right? So they have basically updated the shareholders about the Q4 and full year 2022 vehicle production and delivery results, which is basically exceeding annual guidance. So they are delivering more vehicles, producing more vehicles, which in return is really good for the company. Now, especially something that's beaten down like this, any good news is good, really decent news on it. So keep an eye on this one, guys. Definitely. Lucid, good find there, Oasis. I was looking at Lucid earlier, but I wasn't looking at the intraday, just looking at the daily, which it wouldn't show this. Squint your eyes. Yes, do that, man. Anything that helps. Are you sure your mind is not actually creating levels where there's none? Just to be able to trade? Don't do that. Squint. Lucid is interesting. Kind of like this. So small. If it's that small, then you ignore it. You don't need binoculars to see the resistance. It has to be very obvious resistance. If people have to squint to see the resistance, then there's none. Remember, everybody has to be looking at it and say, oh, this is the resistance. That's why it's point of interest. Everybody can see it easily. All right, so I'm gonna keep an eye on Lucid Motors. Yes, sir. Lucid 850. I wanna look into longing, being able to long this Lucid. Potential longs maybe coming up on this. Yeah, I really would like it to be pulling back a little bit and create some sort of a pattern. If it takes 850, maybe, but in between that, I would like it to drop towards 820s, maybe 825s, and see what it does. I could start here and just be very flexible with the stop, but still pre-market. And I think I might miss the main move though if I wait for it. Dude. Decisions. I'm about to start on this thing. I'm about to start. $8.45 guys, 8.45s in. 8.45s. Long 8.45s. My stop is going to be under 8.20s. If it does break VWAP, maybe then I'll get out. This is the start anyways. It's a really small starter, and then we'll see. We've got the whole day to add to it. If it starts to creep back up. If it starts to trade under VWAP, then yeah. If it starts to play around like SHC did yesterday, then I'll just ignore it. I'll just leave it alone with the starter loser. And our SPY basically is rejecting from this area here, as you can see. Right, almost gotten to that level, but I was mentioning that 398, and this is still in that zone. It rejected. Now let's see what it does around that area. This is a rejection. So once you see this rejection, then you should see a rejection on Tesla, on Amazon, as you can see, on Apple, right? And AMD and all that. Not a lot of rejection on AMD and Nvidia because they're relatively strong. So if you are gonna long anything, maybe AMD or Nvidia is a better choice because they're actually like rejecting from levels. It's having a hard time coming down, basically. It just doesn't want to come down, whereas the others are basically and also Amazon is a good one as well. Amazon definitely is a good one. Yeah. Anyways, so Lucid, I am long about 845s, I believe, 845s. On Tesla. Yeah, I mean this volume, yeah. That's why I was mentioning Tesla. This area here, this could be the reversal area. Yeah, there's a lot of volume on, especially after this day here. There comes massive volume. Maybe not, but it's just the reason why it's small is Tesla is coming down now, and I'm sure SPY is also coming. Yeah, there you go. The reason why it happens is basically there's an equilibrium of buyers and sellers, basically. Yeah. Why does a stock move, guys? Tell me. Let's just do some Q&As while we wait for the market to open. Why does... Now, let me just rephrase that. Why does a stock trend to a direction? What is the main cause of it? I wish you best of luck, buddy. Snick. Let's go, baby. Volume. Okay, let's be more specific. What exactly... What is the exact reason for a stock to uptick or go up in a directional manner, right? Or stay strong, whatever you want to call it. Who does that? Who moves it? Yeah, volume, you could say volume is not... Yes, volume, but volume is not the answer. I want answer for specific. Volume has two things, right? Buyers and sellers, right? Buy and sell. Two orders, right? So you could say demand, yes. Now, what? Here you go. You're getting to the question answer now, Oasis. What moves the market aggressively? Let's say to the upside. Demand, right? Okay, demand for sure. And what happens after there is demand? How do people buy? Let's say, for example, you want to buy, let's say, TradingView, right? TradingView is like membership, right? All of a sudden, TradingView introduced something really crazy software, right? Really crazy software. And you were already thinking of buying. There was demand already, and there's more demand coming into it. What would you do? Right now, what do you do? No, Catalyst is a good one, but after Catalyst, what happens? I want to pinpoint exactly what happens, guys. And a lot of people don't think about this. Let me ask you this. How many what types of buyers do we have in the market? Forget about selling, forget about shorts, forget about sales. Exactly, that's your answer there. That's your answer, Oasis. Get in ASAP. And getting in ASAP is what? Which order type is that? Which order type is that? Is that limit order or market order? Right? Which order type is that? Oh, so that's a market order. So what market order is called aggressive buyer, guys. If anybody who's buying at the market is called aggressive buyer, those are the people. Those are the people that drive the market up. Those are the people that drive the market down, aggressive sellers. It's not the limit. It's not the ones that has limit orders, guys. No, for limit orders, there's always equilibrium. It's that person that's going extra mile, paying extra 2-3 cents over the limit is what's gonna drive the demand up. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Yes, that's exactly what happens. That's when you will see market moving in certain direction. Otherwise, it's always range. It's always range. Now, the question came from Tesla's daily. Why is Tesla's daily so small? So small with so huge volume? Because there were no aggressive. Imagine you invest in this, okay? You will never be an aggressive buyer on these deep dips. The aggressive buying will come in when everything starts to shift, when fundamentals start to shift, once Tesla's fundamentals starts to look good, when Elon starts to smoke less green or eat less mushrooms, right? That's probably when investors are going to have more confidence in it to be more aggressive. That's when it's going to move. Right? The volume doesn't mean that it's going to move. It's the market orders that moves the market. Aunt Katie, yes, I'm pretty sure she has, and she's quite clever woman. I must agree, she is very smart. So if Aunt Katie's bought something, maybe she's got something going on. But in my opinion, it's a really good buy. There's no doubt about it. I think at this point, Tesla definitely is a good buy. I 100% agree. But I'm just waiting for the final basically confirmation. There goes my Lucid, and here we go. I want to show you what it does around the catalyst areas, guys. If you have a strong catalyst, what it does. A stock. Hopefully it's going to show us, but there's a lot of sale going on at 840, 54. There it goes, 55 and 50. It should start to uptick. 55 is getting taken out. Yep, there it goes. It starts to uptick. This is what happens when you have a decent catalyst. This is the only thing you can trade pre-market, especially big large caps. Never touch them pre-market. If you want to touch those pre-market, yes, go to futures. Futures trading. I used to do futures a lot, and I used to trade pre-market. I didn't even know what market open was. Dude, if I do win a good one on this one, it'll be all because of you. Because I completely missed the Lucid's run like this. I completely missed it. It's probably because I don't have my gaps on here. Okay, so volume wise. Obviously, there's some profit taking is going to come in. Not too worried about the pullback. As long as it doesn't take out these swing lows, I'm fine with it. For me, I'm still at that 825 area where I'm going to be getting out. So I've got a huge room for this one. So the other question you need to ask yourself is, if we know that the aggressive buyers or aggressive sellers move the market, right? What causes aggressive buying and selling? That's the question. If you find that question, if you find the right answer to it, then you will start to look at things from a different perspective. There's a lot of it. There's a lot of it. I'll give you one, okay, to take home. One is obviously, as Oasis was mentioning, is the demand. People want right here, right now. So then they don't mind paying that extra cent or two, right? Premium just to get in. Okay, so that's people normally wanting it so bad that they will hit the market order. So they really want it, right? The other ones is the other side of the coin, whereby let's say I am short and it starts to rip. What do? I get out on the market. I am that aggressive buyer for my short. I'm that aggressive buyer. So when I say, now you need to decipher this. Exactly. You need to decipher it. Now you've got a puzzle, right? Which is basically what moves the market, what creates these big moves is the aggressive buyers and sellers, right? Now, how do we find them? Well, we find them because they're one group are basically after the stock, no matter what, they need to buy it, right? There and then, right? The other group is the other side of it, where they need to get out from a losing trade. Those two create aggressive buying and selling, right? I'm losing track of what I was coming into a point here, a big point. I'm trying to sort of see how I can make it clear. That's why, okay, here's the point. That is exactly why you want to always ask yourself, who is in charge? That's a very difficult question to answer. But the question you can answer yourself is, who is not in charge? Who's in trouble? Who's in trouble? Okay? Who's in trouble? Now, I'll give you an example. Really good example. And please, these are some, I mean, Snicker, if you don't understand these concepts, forget about it. Don't confuse it. It takes time. But also, this is for Oasis and things. He's been in the market for a while. He should all try to get what I'm trying to say here and understand it fully. Who is in trouble? Who is trapped? This is a good example. Okay, so breakout traders. Just a rant, guys, just before the market opens. Just a normal rant. Bear with me. So breakout traders. breakout traders. Okay, so they got in on the breakout. All right, now at this point, what are they expecting from this breakout? Where they entered, right? What were they expecting? Well, the breakout needs to be carrying on, continuing up, not coming back inside the level, right? Okay. So now what happens here? This red bar you see? This red bar you see? That's aggressive selling. This aggressive selling happened. Why? Because these people were trapped. These people, these scalpers, these breakout traders, day traders, they don't want to get in a stock where it's going to dip down, and then instead of exiting here, they would rather exit here. That's what's creating that aggressive selling. Right? Trapped traders. That concept you need to understand if you're going to be scalping. Really dig deep into it, and you will start to gauge it once you start to look at specific, especially on a small. I would say this is more true in a smaller price stock like these than in a big price stock like large caps. You don't usually have that because the volume is so big, is so large that trap traders just doesn't play a big role. But on these small low floaters, trap traders make a big effect on the price movement. So if you can figure out that day when you're trading that, oh, you know what, this level got taken out and it went quite a bit up and then straight away came back in, then expect that stock to be continuing down a bit further, because that yeah, Snicker, you yeah, so that's what I wanted to get at, guys. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Trying to find the reason why people will be trapped, and then you will find them trapped traders. Trying to find the reason. What would you do? What would the trader do? I'm just calm on this one. Why? Because it's a very small starter. I expect it to be pulling down a little bit. The park is about to open, so it's going to chop around a little bit, which might give me a chance to medium float. You love it. High float, nah, okay. I'm kind of on the flip side on that. Low floaters are okay. Medium float, okay. High float, nah. Good luck, yeah, for sure, man. Best of luck, guys. Market's about to open. Right, let's see what it does. Am I able to withstand the drop that it's going to bring, the pullback? Yeah, that drop that I was expecting. Let's see if it continues. Still pressure is to the downside on Lucid. Okay. Here we go. Okay, it's still early. Still early. All right, we've got Apple sliding down a bit. All right. On the break of 850, guys, I might add to this Lucid. BBBY. Oh, sorry, I wasn't watching that. Ooh. BBBY. Interesting. Yes. Interesting. Yeah. Just remember to wait for that 5 minute, yeah? Futu as well is doing that. Futu. We've got Futu looking really good as well. Yeah, I think this is not too bad either. So Futu and BBBY is not too bad actually. I'm keeping an eye on both of them. Lucid is just taking that 825s out. If it does stay under that VWAP, I'm gonna get out of it or a small loser. It didn't take out that 850 that I was hoping that it would, and the initial pull. Yeah, 824 guys, I'm out. 824. Lucid out. 824. Huge move down. This usually shouldn't happen for a catalyst like this, but it's quite beaten down, and it's already like filling the gap. We'll see. It might give us some opportunities, but I think it's already done anyways. All right, let's have a look at our main one that we were watching, our BBBY. Yes, we're watching at 409s. No, I'm gonna leave it alone because it's just not done it. Yeah, there you go. It's actually taken over that. Remember what I was saying? Something is off about this BBBY. There's something off about it, honestly. It's just, I just can't put my hands on it, but there's definitely something going on with this. And where's the other one? Futu. There it goes, BBBY. So we've got quite a bit of extension on this one. Later, I think, on this one later, if we do get some sort of maybe an OZ setup or something like that, this is going to be nice. Yeah, I mean, shorts actually, you know, big caps, shorts are doing okay. The big ones, the big names like Apple, because SPY is sliding. SPY basically rejected from this level and then just didn't go beyond that. Look at that. But it's still, SPY could do that within that first half an hour. Is a chop zone, isn't it? It usually does that. Look at Tesla go. Look at Tesla. This is much cleaner move. Look at that. 123 to $123 move, and like this is much better. PBIW setup could be really good on this one if it actually comes around to 120s and then bounces towards 121s, 12050s. Very nice. It would look really nice. I guess the catalyst wasn't as strong as I thought it was going to be on. Yeah, I was looking at Futu. It just went a little bit too fast. I was looking definitely. Look at this. I was actually looking somewhere here, but it went so fast that I couldn't get in. I was paying attention to it, yeah. But usually we do get a bounce. We do get a bounce. Last gasp. So if we do get that, then that's another opportunity. Apple is looking really nice for a short. Apple right might be late a bit now. Okay, 827s. There's a bit of there's huge slippage on this one, so be careful with your share sizing on this one, guys. And also, if you do, let's say if you take around 80 right here, 80, 48, 30s, right? Let's say 48, 40s now. Your stop is 48, 70s. So at least 30, 35 cents stop on this, at least. Now this is the gasp I was talking about. This usually is a last gasp, or it could actually be a reversal. So be mindful that it could be a reversal. But volume is small on this, so I'm kind of waiting for it. But it's rising though, the volume. We still have time to finish this. Yeah, the volume is going to be rising on this. Yeah, you bought a put, right, on AMD. It should be looking good now. Alright, I am gonna be 80, 48, 40s, 42s, 42s, 48, 42s. 48, 42s, 48, 42s. Break of the VWAP will be my exit. It seems like it wants to take me out. I'll mark it in a minute. Around 48, 80s, 75s, I'll be out. Oh, it seems like it wants to hit that. Just waiting for that. Yeah, it wants to take that out. Okay. Okay, since now it's calmed down, my entry was about 48, 42, short on this. Somewhere there. And stop now definitely goes over 48, 80s. There it goes. Oh, you sold it. It was a put options, right? AMD is done okay. Yeah, AMD is looking good actually. Yeah, you sold it, but I think there's more coming on this one. Especially if SPY starts to drift down. Watch SPY with it if you're still in it. But if you've sold it, good job. Good job, mate. Gap fill option, nice. But 48.60, bro. Oasis, you're getting much better freaking entries than me, man. I'm writing your name on it. This is like a chop at this point. I wouldn't want this to reclaim the VWAP now. If it does, I'll get out. But 48.60 is a really good price there for it. AMD is looking good. Definitely it's going to continue down, I think, at this point that I see for at least how SPY looks like. If SPY takes out the low, then watch for AMD to drift down even more. Bior is bouncing. Bior. Bior is broken. That's 6. Quite a bit of quite spready, but it's catching up though. 602s, yeah. It's not that bad, but the volume is coming in though on this one. BR. I still couldn't figure out what the frick is the catalyst on this one for this move. I know there was a split on it, but after that there's got to be some news on it. Oh, they won a patent of some sort. This news wasn't there yesterday, was it? Or maybe later it came down. I was trying to find it, but yeah, there's something then to this whole move. This explains it. Might be a good long here. Might be a good long there. Oh, it goes. Here it goes. There goes our SPY, Apple, I was mentioning earlier, and Tesla, all of them. And definitely AMD will look great as well. So kind of sold it a bit early, buddy. Look at AMD. This is what I mean. Like right here, it was really beautiful. And it's just whoo-wee. Now you're going to watch this as a FOMO, bro. This is what's called FOMO. You watch it and cry. Lucid looks like a nice short, but I don't know about this whole Lucid thing, man. It's not respecting Catalyst. It's just doing its own thing, which might be a good opportunity for short actually, because I was thinking I will not short it today at all. But the fact that it's actually completely rejected the gap and filled it, I think there's a nice little area here that we can short right there. I'm gonna try this, guys. Lucid 798, 798, or 799, even better. Okay, 8, 799. All right, let's get 799. All right, 799, guys. Lucid short 799. Possible stop is right 810s, 808, 810s. All right, so Futu is doing okay. Colmex. Yeah, all right. So our Futu is doing well. Get ready if you're in it. We're winning it basically. Get ready with Futu to take some partials out. And I'm also in on this bad boy. Stop right there. Very tight stop actually. Extremely tight stop on this one. Yeah, SPY is really in trouble. It's really shooting down. So anything short opportunities. Just remember that we might see some overextension now. Now shorting things only if it's not a scalp is dangerous. Beautiful, because it's running like crazy, bro. Lovely. All right, so this is reclaiming that 8. I don't like what it's doing, so I'm gonna be exiting this Lucid because the thing is, it still has that. I'm worried about that catalyst thing. So it didn't continue, so I'm gonna be out a rabbit about. I'm looking to exit. Out. So I exited 804s, I believe. 804s here. So really tight, basically 4 cents. I mean, I would have exited 810. Yeah, that's fine. Like, really, this is. I think this is a reversal on Lucid. This is a reversal because the volume isn't picking up somehow though. I'll wait on this one to reclaim the VWAP for me to take long. But Futu. Volume didn't pick up, so that's kind of okay. Yeah, so basically that's the reversal on Lucid. I kind of was hoping that I would be able to get longs on the break of this, but seems like I won't be able to. It's a very fast reversal though. Very fast reversal. It's almost like a V reversal. Well done, buddy. You know, just give. Yeah, that's it, man. Like if you've hit two trades, be done with it. Normally, it should be one and done. Especially when you're starting out, get that confidence built up. And yeah, this bounce came in with a rising volume, but it's rejecting from the VWAP, so I'll just wait up on Lucid. Yeah, Tesla was a really good, decent trade here. You've had to have a market order on this one, otherwise it would have gone without you. But really decent, as you can see. First variation and off it goes. We had, as I said, on the big larger caps, most of the larger caps looks like shorts after the open, right? Because SPY starts to drift down, so there was a lot of opportunity on the larger caps, for sure. The big names, Tesla, your Amazon, I believe as well. Look at that. Look at the beauty. And AMD was just pure beauty. Really fast though. Still continues to go. Look at that thing. And let's calculate. SPY has gone from, let's say, the highs of 398.70 to 392. So that's about what, $5. Now we've got this level that it actually bounced from, but daily level, $393 is a level right now, but it's broken that already, so definitely 392 would be another level to watch. I'm thinking 392 might be a better level to watch because it's already broken that. The force is quite strong to the downside, guys, so be careful. If you're going to take any longs, wait for SPY to do like bigger pattern or reversal around levels like 393s or 392s. Better yet, if it drops down to 390s or this area, much better levels here. So Futu isn't going anywhere, but I'm still patient with it. Futu, it's almost 1-to-1 Right now, the lows of this one was 1-to-1. I couldn't get out anything here. That would have been nice exit. It was just too fast and spready. So we could definitely put our stop just on that 48, closer and closer to break even basically. Now I don't really mind if it does take out my stop, because it's not going to be as big as 48.80s. So for Oasis, your stop almost goes to break even now. Well done on waiting on this candle. I think I took it a bit early. I took it here. I took it on this candle. You waited for that final nail in the coffin, or whatever you want to call it. This was it. That's pretty much the nail in the coffin. And then beautiful, much better trading than me myself, honestly. So props to you on that, buddy. Respect. PayPal, we'll look into that, but I'm really managing this one now. Partial coming up on this. Forces to the downside, but we do have bounce coming from 47.80s. 47.80s. Oasis, you're gone? Did the Tesla thing piss you off again? Oasis is gone, is it? Okay, Oasis, time to get ready for the Futu, bro. If you haven't taken everything off. 46.69. Trying to hit the ask. Oh, sorry, bid. 73. 70. A little bit. 73. 73. So partial out 73. Okay, so partial out on this one, really nice partial, first partial, and I'm looking for the second partial to be quite okay size as well. 47 will be the next target. 47.50 ideally, for maybe another small partial, but main partial probably would be 47s. Yeah, 47s would be a much better level for me to take most of it out, but looks good. 79. 47.79. So pretty much here somewhere, right? Lovely, beautiful. Excellent job, buddy. Loving it. $47.60. The fact that this has quite a lot of potential on it, that's why I'm actually slowly taking partials off. 46.50, another partial will come off. I'll put the limit order there, 52, 53, somewhere like that. But now it's a very risk-free trade, because you pretty much your stop loss is 48, 45s. You just relax, lean back, wait for it to do its thing. So that's what I'm gonna do on this one. Yeah, pretty big, but that's why you want to put a limit order around whenever you want to exit, so that whenever it does run, at least you get the chance to get filled in those. Bior is just really going for it. This might be another opportunity. This is the one I was mentioning. You could not trade this, right? Am I right? You can't trade this? The only thing I would say on Futu, I'm a bit like not so happy about it. Was over here I wanted to add. There was an add point, but it was just not clean. So I'm okay with this with this trade. Usually my shorts are always full position anyways. So let's go. And I'm also keeping an eye on a Lucid because it's starting to create higher highs, and if it starts to create some volume and breaks this out, I'm going to take another long stab at it. But if it starts to take out 8 again, just, yeah, all bets are off. Futu's shares are 1.8 million. Yeah, I think it wants to go down, so I wasn't worried about the loss. It was just the price action. It wasn't clean enough. If it was cleaner and if it had said some follow through properly, then I would have definitely added. No doubt about it. I wasn't. This is looking like a nice little short from this area here, but no, it doesn't have this. Here's the thing: why am I not taking this? It doesn't have huge potential. I took it here because I just wanted to quickly grab something, but if this runs now, I think it doesn't have that much of a potential. So I'm gonna leave that. Yeah, you see this? You see what I'm saying? Like this beautiful, and then this, and then chop around, and even this didn't actually follow through. So from this point onward, anything, it could have just taken out the stop easily. That's why it wasn't the right decision, but the price action right over here was quite clear and really like screaming add. But overall, yeah. Maybe just remember, make sure it's not, it's just a, when you say reversals, maybe say continuation, because if we are continuing to go down today, and if you're thinking more continued momentum is going to go down, or we're going to see some more downtrend, that's a continuation, basically. So you're saying many more possible reversals back to the downtrend. It's not a reversal, it's a continuation. So let me explain you why. So basically, this is a downtrend, right? This is the downtrend, downtrend. See, for example, this one reverses from, let's say, starts to reject from 395 and starts to go down. That will still be a downtrend continuation, right? Reversal is usually the reversal of the trend. So basically, if it starts to reverse to the upside, which is uptrending, then that would be reversal, right? So, but I know what you mean. You think there's going to be more downtrend coming in, or more downward momentum, or weakness in the market. I see what you mean, Baba. Wow, BWEN, guys. BWEN. Pooey. This is moving. I was watching this thing, man. I watched it very late. And Lucid. This is what I was looking at, Lucid. This is what I was looking at. Yep, so, all right, 8.20. Dude, 8.19s. Okay, 820s on the Lucid, and again I'll have to be patient with it. 820s. One more try on Lucid. Stop will be under 8. So somewhere there. About 20-25 cents stop, which is fine. Now let's talk about SPY. SPY is at the level where it actually could reject. VWAP usually tends to hold SPY. So if we see this coming down, let's say it takes this low out for a 395.30, 94.30, then we could see some more momentum to the downside. Okay, so it looks like it wants to do that. But before that, we might actually spike towards that 395s and then maybe reject. So this area, this level here, is where we are returning from. Yeah, so now that's looking like a decent reversal now. Yeah, not reversal, sorry, continuation pattern. So this is the main move, this is the pullback, and then the main primary move gonna come back down, if it does. Yeah, so see the rejection, it's not really happening from this level, but then 390, we have 395 as well. So for us, actually there's quite a lot of levels here. 395s, we've got 395.50s, and then 395.70s. It's got to take all of that. So if it's very strong, it's going to take it, no problem. But if it's not, then it might reject from any of these levels. Quite a bit of overhead resistance on SPY. So if it's not extremely strong, right, on the bounce, it's most likely to fade off for maybe another round, at least to the low of day, right? We shall see. So far it is, yeah. So far VWAP definitely is acting as a resistance. And it's blocking it from going further up. So rejection definitely is coming in from that area there. And also Futu is acting up a little bit, so we might have to exit on the last one as a break even. I would really like to wait for this to break that VWAP though. If it doesn't, then I might stay on it. It will be looking like this, either here, 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 here. So the stop could be either way, very close to break even. So I'm going to be patient with it Yeah, SPY didn't respect that, and 1395 just got broken, so it's definitely strong, but we still have those levels here. Apple looks like a nice short if SPY starts to reject from there. Apple looks like a nice short. Here's what I'm looking at on Apple. Nice little rejection from 133s, and it's looking weaker than, obviously it's got relative weakness, so that is a nice little short there with a stop over 133. Very clear. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. There she goes. Already at 133.30, huge down. This is the main move. This is the main move. This was the pullback. So yeah, we might be seeing some sort of a reversal, continuation coming in. SPY is also trying to hang in there, but and Tesla is not too bad either. Tesla is not too bad short here. Right there actually. Tesla. Ah, it's gone. It's gone. I missed it. I was going to take it right there, 199, 119.20s, 24s. Oh, you got in. Oh man, let's go. Somebody took it at least. Oh my god, 119.06. Okay, right there. Yeah, it was just a little bit of a chase for me around there. I was actually 119.24 30s. Your stop is obviously going to be around 120s, just over the break of the VWAP. Small position, okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, you could always target the low of day, or at least 117.70s, 117s. So 118 could be a nice partial area. 117 is definitely a much decent area. Watch SPY with it. Watch SPY with it, because if SPY starts to bounce and take out the previous swing high, then this will do that as well. SPY is bouncing again. Let's see what it does around the VWAP area. Let's look at the SPY actually. Yeah, SPY is attacking the 395 level. Oh, it's pushing. It's pushing. So Tesla is not yet pushing. Is the volume coming in on the SPY? Not necessarily huge volume, no. Oh, okay. On the VWAP, yeah. Yeah, so SPY is actually taking that 395s now. So if it stays over 395s, then it'll be difficult for shorts. Yeah, you have to. Yeah, Tesla is gonna take out that high. Unfortunately, Tesla did go down, but not as much as I was expecting it. Yeah, so see this move. It's a good decision to take Tesla short. Why? Tesla is relatively weak. SPY's already taken. Here's the thing. Why do I say watch Tesla SPY with it? SPY was already breaking the high, right? Breaking the high way before Tesla. So you had the chance to exit on this one very, very small loser by looking at SPY, right? This is what was happening way before Tesla actually did that, right? Tesla is still very close to the highs, but SPY went way beyond the highs. So that usually gives you a hint that, you know, if you are still in a trade, maybe exit it way earlier than you should. Hopefully it wasn't a bigger loser. 1906 on Tesla. Now Tesla is trying to catch up with SPY, as you can see, right? So this, in fact, was a reversal, not a bounce or pullback. And I'm out of Futu as well. Out of Futu. Break even almost. Yeah, break even on the rest. And SPY is strong. You know, when I said SPY has to be very strong to take these levels out, it was strong. Look at the volume coming in. Look at that push to the upside coming in. So I think we might be seeing like SPY strength coming in the next few weeks or so. That's not bad, actually. That's really not bad, because we had not so decent trades. We didn't catch decent trades. This one was decent, but we just couldn't take out as much. I would have really liked it to take some 47.50s, but we couldn't. So it's not too bad. And also Tesla is a loser, isn't it, for you? For sure. 119, really good entry. And then no, not enough for you to take anything. No. So yeah, really good. Really good. Yeah, very good with the plan. Does it feel better, Oasis, trading like this? Like, you, at least, you know, you're not confused. You're not all over the place. You know what you're looking for. You're putting the pieces together and going with it. Once you do that, that's a better, much better feeling. It's just like you're in control, right? Even if you lose, you seem to be in control. That's where you want to be. Yeah, obviously, the more you do it, the more in control you will feel, and the more confidence you will get on these like trades. Then you're not gonna hesitate as much when it comes to taking anything. My Lucid for the second time is doing really well. I'm not gonna jinx it, but yeah. And this is one of those that could that has a potential to do some swings. So that's why I give it another chance, because I needed to, if it does work, I needed to be in it, because it could run for a few days back to back. Wow, SHC again. I'm not gonna touch it, but SHC is moving. SHC is moving, and this has a decent, really decent catalyst, and I wanted to be in it yesterday. Yesterday I wanted to be in it for today's move from here. You see these tries? I wanted to just be in it and stay with it. That's it for the next 2-3 days. Might still be time, but it's just it feels like I'm chasing it. Yeah, Lucid is a good swing opportunity, in my opinion. If you want to do that, it's still not gone that far. If it does pull back, let's say if it pulls back to 820s, or even 830s, that's a good level. You still have like 20-30 30 cents to play with, but remember it's a swing. So when we talk about swings, 30-40 cents stop is nothing. So I probably wouldn't take anything until it goes to 9s today. Yeah. My swings are always long. I don't swing shorts. Very dangerous. Always longs. Guys, my neck is killing me right now, so unfortunately I'm gonna call it a day. It's been fun. It's been fun trading with you guys. The only trade I would keep an eye on, and I'm in, is disregarding the swing trades that I was already in, like Nike and everything. But this is the one we took today. Now we can always put this 8.1, just trail the VWAP, but I don't want to do it very aggressively either, because sometimes it will go beyond over and under VWAP and then just go. So I really don't want to get caught up in that. So so far so good for a 20 cent stop. Sorry, 20 cents profit for an $8 stock is not bad, but I'm waiting for this to move to at least 9s, close to 9s, to take something out. That's pretty much it. That's the only trade I'm in, and I wish you the best of luck, and thanks for being here. It's been fun, and we'll I think Friday I don't stream, yeah, so it has to be Monday, guys. All right, Oasis and Snicker, I wish you the best of luck. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy yourselves. And I'll see you Monday, 8 a.m. sharp. All right, guys. Take it easy. Stay safe out there.